Are you excited for Gears of War 6? Because I am. I think I think Gears is going to become the marquee title. I think if you look during the Xbox 360 era, you had Halo, marquee title, and then you had Gears, marquee title. I think Gears, if done right, could actually overtake Halo in that space for Xbox going forward, for the future of Xbox, for Game Pass. I think Halo has been a little bit diminished, in my opinion. It's been with the TV show, with the campaign release for Halo Infinite was amazing, no doubt. Really, really good. The multiplayer release has been much more controversial on the multiplayer side of things. But overall, I think the Halo brand has been scuffed up a little bit. I don't think Gears has, and it definitely hasn't been to the level of Halo, in my opinion. So I think Gears could be the marquee title, the God of War, the staple title that screams, this is Xbox. And we're getting some new news on that here. This is from an insider, so we're going to take this with a grain of salt. This is a rumor. When we're getting Gears 6, when is it slotted for? It looks like it's been delayed till 2026. And then the Gears collection, which is going everywhere. That's going multi-platform for sure. I'm actually excited for both of these. Let's review that. And then we did get our first batch of Game Pass for March releases. We talked about 2 of those titles already in a video earlier this week. This is another 5, I think, that we're getting here that just got announced. So we're going to review all of that. Before we do, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. We drop videos like this all the time right here. And I really want to discuss and go over, how do you feel about the potential of Gears 6 as far as it being a marquee title for Xbox? Do you agree with me? Do you think that Halo has been scuffed a little bit? The prestige, the pristine is gone. You have other multiplayer titles that have come in and kind of stolen its thunder. Nobody has really done what Gears has done. Gears remains a top tier title, doing something completely unique. I would say Space Marine kind of has that vibe. If you played Space Marine 2, amazing. Clearly, this gritty, manly, masculine, fighting hordes and hordes and hordes of aliens type of game will do well. There's a demand for it. We haven't had one in a while at the level that we deserve, I think, as gamers, that the level that we want. Space Marine 2 came in and filled that void, wildly popular. And I would say if Gears can nail it to a true AAA level over Space Marine, I think you're going to see, again, a marquee title for Xbox, for Game Pass. I think it's going to sell subscriptions. I think it's going to put Xbox kind of back on the map for this upcoming generation. But let's jump into it here. This is from PureXbox.com. Gears Collection and E-Day both mentioned in new Xbox release dates rumor. It seems every cloud has a silver lining. I like that. Liam Doolin. I like that. I like that a lot. Fable could apparently be joined by Gears of War E-Day next year, according to the well-known Xbox leaker, Xstas1. In a new update, the insider claims E-Day is currently targeting a 2026 release window for Xbox platform, but also notes it could be shifted across to this year if it's done in time. Number one, first, let me say right off the bat, I don't think there's any need to release it. I don't think that you need it this year. If you had it by holiday this year, though, if you had like a November release and just owned the end of the year, that could be cool. But I don't think that I don't think that you need it this year. I don't think that they're in any rush. Don't rush. Let's make sure that it's polished. Let's make sure it's on point. Let's make sure it's in a state that it can be the marquee title for Xbox. Additionally, the same source claims the rumored Gears collection featuring older titles could finally begin the reveal at the Xbox showcase this year, followed by a potential release in 2025. That one I think we get for sure. I think that we get that gets dropped everywhere so that you get new Gears fans. And then when Gears 6 drops, when Gears E-Day drops, everybody jumps onto Game Pass because they're hooked. For those of you that don't know, the Gears collection, we've known about this for a while. Think of the Halo Master Chief collection, but with Gears. And I would be all over this. I would go through and play every single Gears so that I'm caught up on the story beforehand for the drop of Gears of War E-Day. Very, very. I think it's a smart plan. I think it's a smart business model. I think it's a smart next couple steps forward here for Xbox. Once again, it's also believed this particular collection will be launching on PS5 alongside Xbox and PC. Of course it will. This is not. Now, there's two things here because I see on social media some people are conflating these two things. Gears of War E-Day, i.e. Gears 6, that is not launching day one on anywhere else except for Game Pass, so Xbox and PC. It's not dropping day one on PlayStation 5. The collection will, and I think that's the right move to do. That's how you get fans. That's how you get a new batch of fans into Gears, and you prep them for Gears 6. And then if you can pull off a Gears 6 launch or let's say E-Day, if you can pull off an E-Day launch this is a badass AAA title. This is the marquee title for Game Pass and Xbox. You pull over Game Pass subscribers. It's a selling point for you. Here is a rush translation from Spanish of what Xstas has to say on YouTube. He says, quote, "What my sources tell me is that Gears of War E-Day is increasingly far from even having the possibility of being released in 2025. It seems every cloud is a silver lining because according to the reports and according to what I am receiving, in 2025, we will indeed have Gears. It has always been very difficult to me to confirm this, but it seems that we do have a Gears collection on the way. If everything continues according to the plan, at least, the plan as of today, which means things can go wrong, is that the collection will be announced at the Xbox Showcase this year, and that in principle, it is planned to be launched in the same year." Makes sense. I think it makes sense. This guy has been right about some things. He's been wrong about some things. So keep this with a grain of salt. It does make sense. I do think we're getting a Gears collection. I don't think that's a question. That's been rumored now for a while. And then it makes sense that Gears collection will come towards the end of the year with Gears 6 launching maybe first quarter of next year. Makes total sense to me. Regardless, I do think that Gears E-Day could overtake Halo as the marquee Xbox title. Yep, you may say I'm crazy. But I just think it can. I don't think that it has had the controversy. I don't think it has had the scuff. I don't think there's other titles that have come in and done what Gears has done. I think it remains unique. It remains a fantastic story. You drop this AAA with an amazing story. Remember, this is a prequel, so super interesting. I think there's a lot less pressure on a prequel than, continuing on with the story from Gears 5. So it's going to be interesting. Would love to know what you guys think, though. Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree with me that it can become the marquee title for Xbox? I really do think it can. I wrote down a question here. Are you excited about the rumored Gears of War collection coming to multiple platforms? And which of them are you most looking forward to replaying? Gears 3, for me, is what I really want to replay. I'm going to replay all of them, though. And yeah, I am actually excited for this to go multi-platform in the same way that Forza Horizon 5 going multi-platform has actually caused me to pick up again Forza Horizon 5, reinstall it on my Xbox, and start going through the world again. I'm excited that a new branch, a new cadre of players get to experience Gears for the first time. I'm excited that a new batch of players is going to be introduced to this world and this story and this gritty storytelling. And if you can do it right, like I said, and Gears E-Day is this AAA amazing, Xbox 360 Gears drop that we've had in the past, I think it becomes the marquee title for Xbox and for Game Pass. And I think it sells Game Pass subscriptions for sure. Going to be interesting to see how it goes. Regardless, any Gears news we're here for. So that's a lot of fun. Very, very exciting. Let's jump to the next story here. This is over at Xbox Wire. Here are the games coming for March. We just got this. This story dropped, I think, late last night. No, it dropped this morning. Boom. We're ahead of it. So we already talked about Immortals 33. Again, this to me is the most interesting game coming to Game Pass so far. Immortals 33, just because I said it before in previous videos where we talked about it, playing with 33 other players in this roguelike is just an interesting prospect, and it's going to be very cool to see. We then have Mullet Mad Jack. We've got One Lonely Outpost, Enter the Gungeon, That's a decent title. Monster Train and Galactic Course. The dates in this post: Monster Train dropped today. It is available now on Game Pass. Galactic Care comes March 5th, so we've got another day for that. One Lonely Outpost comes March 6th. So this is 3 days in a row that we're getting drops here. This looks very Stardew Valley-esque. I don't know what this game is. Turn a barren alien planet into a flourishing home in this cozy sci-fi farming sim. Boom. It's exactly Stardew Valley of sci-fi farming sim. We have Enter the Gungeon. No need to introduce this game. That comes March 11th. That's next week. Mullet Mad Jack comes March 13th. And then, of course, Immortals 33 that we already knew about on March 18th. And I'm sure at this point, before then, we're going to get another batch of games for the second half of the month of March. But there you go. Any of those games look interesting to you, you can jump in, check them out. Very exciting. Game Pass is always delivering on value. It's still the most valuable place in gaming. What of the new Xbox titles or Game Pass titles are we most looking forward to? For me, again, it's 33 Immortals. I don't think anything can drop that's going to change my mind there. The first time I saw it last year, I think we got it a year ago at the Xbox Showcase, was the first time that we saw it. It's always looked really interesting. It's because, again, roguelike, 33 players co-op. How does that work? What is that like? If you could pull that off, wow. Wowzers. Anyways, that's going to do us for today, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know, again, do you agree with me on my Gears analysis there? Because I do. Let me know if you don't, though. Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe to us, share us with your friends. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.